I found this moon chair on the curb, and other than the legs being completely broken, it looked like it was in pretty good shape. It took a bit of time to try to straighten those legs, not that I was gonna fix it that way, I just wanted to see what it used to look like. And the seat of this chair still looks pretty darn new, which suggests it probably failed on first use. I had to try what it's like to sit in it, but I can't trust the legs to support me at all. So the inside part of this frame is still good, but I'm thinking of just trying to recreate this whole frame in wood. And that frame would attach to these holes here and these things here that slide, but I just ran into another problem. So the distance between these two things up here is a little bit more than this is long. But if I go down here, they're closer than that, which means they're not parallel, which means the distance between these two things when it slides changes, and my wooden frame would be a lot stiffer than the metal one, so we got a problem. So I can make a frame that doesn't fold or try to make those two parallel. And they're attached to this thing here, which is circular, so I just have to move one of those and then just rotate the ring to fix it. A problem with drilling out rivets is they tend to spin, which is why I'm attaching vice grips to the other end of that rivet. Got my new pieces cut out from scrap, which is very time consuming finding the right kinds of bits of scrap to cut these out of. But I think I want to thicken these in the corner a little bit just to give it more side-to-side stability. In addition to making the joints thicker, I also added these bumps here for where a bolt needs to connect the two of them, because filling that with a spacer, as this frame demonstrates, is not a good idea. I was going to use bolts to connect the leg pieces together, but as it's folded and unfolded, I think the nut is just going to undo itself. So now I'm thinking pins. I just have to figure out a way of locking those in place. Lucky for me, I only put this many drawers on this workbench. So this is the inside frame, and I want the pin to spin in that one, and that's no problem. It's a loose enough fit. This is the outside one, and the pin is a much tighter fit in that because I want that pin to rotate with that. And the reason this is a tighter fit is because this was drilled with just a regular metal drill bit, whereas this hole down here was drilled with a brad point bit. And even though these both are exactly the same size, a brad point drill bit will always drill a tiny bit bigger, I can't even get this out now, than a metal drilling bit. So loose fit, tight fit. I'm just checking my geometry before I drill the final holes in here and cut these pieces to length, because after that I can't adjust it anymore. I'm just loosely sticking in some wood screws to see if the geometry works out. Well, that part works. It doesn't fold as flat as it should because I'm hitting this part here. Looks good, but can't sit on it yet with those screws just loosely in there. Now I gotta get this pin in, and I added a notch right here which will allow me to lock it in later. Now this pin rotated a little bit as I put it in. I can tell because I cut a notch in it here to tell me where the other notch is. So now it's lined up again. So finally I get to sit on this chair properly. I don't know, I think it needs to be a bit bigger. So the label says this is a moon chair, so I googled for that and found a few for sale online from stores and read the reviews, and there's several that mentioned that the chair collapsed on first use, although others seem to be okay with it. So I guess it depends on if you're a bit hefty and you plop yourself down on it, it probably will collapse on first use. But the other interesting thing is I could buy this chair new at Walmart for $50 Canadian. That's about $35 US. And the scary thing about that is if I had to buy the material I used to fix this chair, it would have cost more to fix than to buy a new one. Made in China, of course. Is it any wonder that all Western countries are running trade deficits against China? And it isn't that good of a chair, so I really question having put that much effort into fixing it. But what's done is done, and the kids will probably love it.